The controls are so broken. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to fix that in time. What's up guys, welcome to a new video. I didn't have much time in the past weeks to work on the channel and create new content, so I really wanted to use every free minute that I had. I wanted to create a game as quick as possible. So today we're gonna create a game in under 3 hours. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ferdinando, but you can call me Ferdi. So I don't have an idea for the game and I need to find a way to get a super simple idea in a playable state. And I wanted to use kind of like a game jam concept where you just get like a word or a sentence and you just need to create a game out of it. I found this super amazing website where you just like get a random name for your game, and that's exactly what we need right now. Let's see how that goes. Let's start by going to videogameName.me and the name for the game will be... Oh, I'm joking. No, this is the real name. Okay, so we got the name of the game, Space Sticks Episode 1. I feel I need a coffee for this challenge. Let's go. As usual, let's start by creating a couple of assets. The first one, of course, is the stick. So I went back into Cinema and I really wanted to try kind of like simulating a real branch. I throw some particles and have them like kind of branching away and it kind of looked nice. So now that we got the branch, guys, always remember, do your OVs, otherwise your mom gonna be mad at you. Yeah, mom. Yeah, I got my OVs right. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll check the topology as well. I'm shooting a video right now. I need to go. So I had this amazing, unique idea of having the planets with faces. You're always gonna be annoyed because like there is a huge, giant planet shouting at you all the time. And it's amazing, unique idea. I never heard of it. Oh, what's that?
The sun's rising!
Dad, how long are the days?
We're just never gonna Google shouting planets ever again and pretend life is fine. Okay, jokes aside, let's actually create the planet. And I mean, because it's a sphere, the UVs are all nice and we need them to be able to paint on top. So I exported everything from Cinema, went into Photoshop and started designing something that resembled a face, and it looked quite nice. So I went back into Photoshop and did a couple more. And I thought, because we are in space, we're gonna need some way to move around, and what's better than a rocket to move in space? So I did a quick model of that, added a couple of side rockets to be able to like move left and right and attach everything to the main branch. Like all my videos, I'm gonna create the project in Unity, and if you haven't checked out my Fall Guys video, link up here. So let's import all the models, trying to scale them correctly. I mess up the scale this time, but it's not a big deal, it's easy enough to fix here in Unity. I used the universal render pipeline to be able to create some sort of like procedural shaders for the planet, and I basically duplicate the sphere and use them as a like kind of like atmosphere or sky environment, and it added a little bit of depth. In the end, I downloaded a free asset with an amazing like night sky that fit perfectly the game. Now that we got the asset, let's talk a little bit about the game. I was thinking you're a stick with a rocket that needs to fly around space to collect golden sticks as fast as you can. That seems like a sweet idea. It's time to put everything together and start designing the actual level. So I brought back the planets, the texture and all the elements of the branch, but we're actually missing something juicy. So I decided to went back into Cinema and model some super cool asteroids, because nothing says space more than asteroids. The process to create them was quite straightforward. I used something called booleans, so basically I'm just cutting out from a primitive mesh like a cube, This topology doesn't end up looking great, but to be honest, the look is super nice, it's exactly what we need, and we don't care too much about details in this amount of time. By the way, I'm halfway through this challenge basically at this point. I added a super simple shader and just started placing tons of them around because like we actually need that super juicy like ring of asteroids, and it ended up looking so sweet and I love them. Last thing I added was one of those huge space rings. It actually serves two purposes. The first one, it looks super cool, and the second one helps the player keeping the horizon straight, because when you're flying, like, you're gonna go upside down, left and right, and it's gonna be so hard to understand where you're going, so that one is gonna help you guys a little bit. And this is how the game is looking at this point. We actually have a walking stick, I don't know why, but I love that. Time to move on to something super sexy, physics. The correct way of doing this would be implementing something like Newton's law, but I'm too dumb for that and there is no time, so I decided to do a much faster and simpler way. So basically, every planet has a radius, and if you are inside the radius, you get pushed towards the planet. If you're outside, you're safe. Done. So each planet ends up having another sphere collider, so it's visually easy to change the radius, and this is how the game ends up looking, with all these planets catching tons of asteroids and all weird things are happening at the same time. And now I need really time to do the hardest thing ever. I need to code the player movement. That's gonna be a really tough challenge. Joking, because it's all physics, we just need basically one line of code for each direction. Done. And finally the bit you guys all been waiting for, sound effects. Hey, 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 yeah, hey, 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 mama, mama. And with a little bit of dark magic, we managed to get this. I just had a little bit more time to refine a couple of elements, like animating the UI for the gold branch and making the start button and one when you die much nicer. Last thing to do was adding particles with the Unity particle system. I started with the basic one, but also at the end I found a really nice free package, so the rocket looks much cooler. It's actually, guys, time for you to test the game. Link available in the description. I hidden an Easter egg for you guys to find. It shouldn't be too hard. The controllers are still kind of janky and the particles are not really working in the game. I don't know why. I'm gonna try to fix it before uploading it. Hope you guys will enjoy playing Space Sticks Episode 1. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to challenge yourself with the game, link down below in the description. It's really hard to be able to beat the game under 60 seconds, but like I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys gonna make it. So if you guys enjoyed this content, remember to subscribe and hit the bell button. Hope to see you soon, guys. See you next video.